Is this even recording? Okay, we good. Okay. Alright. 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 Welcome to Play Under Review. I'm your host, the Ace513, and what is that? Alright. Looks like the whole crew's here. Along with some new additions. Well, we'll see how that goes. Anyways, we are back. Really excited to be back. What did I used to say when the intro dropped? Oh yeah, I think I got it. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. Woo! Woo! But we back. NFL season's already started. I already put out a video recently on my Football Junkie segment. That's going. I think the last one was what is a wide receiver? It's kind of like a general understanding of different football positions for people that, you know, want to get into football or interested in football. So make sure you check that out. Ooh, I didn't think I'd be nervous again. Alright, so today we're coming at you with another unappreciated legend. I know it's been a minute. We are finally back on this journey to learn about a player near and dear to my heart, and he goes by the name of
Adriel Jeremiah Green.
That's right, AJ Green. So the reason why I want to talk about AJ Green, even though he's still an active player right now, the past legends they haven't been active. But the reason why I want to talk about him is because I know that there is a small pocket of Bengals fans. I love Bengals fans, but there is a small pocket of Bengals fans to me that really didn't appreciate AJ Green. This is more so of a wake-up call to the negative fans to remind them who AJ Green was and who he is. Now, with this guy, I will be discussing the team that he used to play for, briefly discuss the current team that he's playing for right now, his statistical numbers, and why I believe when it's all said and done, he'll be an NFL underappreciated legend. So AJ Green currently is a wide receiver for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, before he joined the Cardinals, he was drafted by the Cincinnati Bengals. Who dat? And he spent 10 seasons with the Bengals. AJ Green is a 7-time Pro Bowler, earning that for 7 straight seasons between 2011 and 2017. He is also a 2-time second-team All-Pro selection, which is probably one of the reasons why in certain media circles he was very underrated at his peak. And the reason why I say that is because his whole career he's never been first-team All-Pro, which kind of surprised me. It still surprised me to the point where I'm questioning it if I'm even right when I know I looked at it. I mean, you had receivers though that were at the height of their powers, like Megatron, D-Hop, Antonio Brown. From where I hate Antonio Brown, he was a bad man at one point. You even had that season where Josh Gordon just went off for like, I think 1,600 receiving yards, something like that. You combine that with the fact that AJ Green also didn't do a lot of talking. He more so just let his play do the talking. Not to say that he didn't talk at all. He wanted to model his career off of greats like Larry Fitzgerald, if that gives you an idea of what type of player he wanted to be. Though his fellow peers knew what it was, though, voting him on the NFL Top 100 list for 8 straight seasons. Even in 2014, he was voted number 9 behind only Calvin Johnson on the wide receiver position. So that year that they did the voting of NFL Top 100, AJ Green was in the top 10. So currently, AJ Green is 8th among active receivers for receptions with 654 receptions. And that's active players again. He's approximately 500 yards away from the 10,000 club. I'm thinking of this last game. Yeah, he's definitely under that now, I think. And he was 6th among active receivers with 9,499 career receiving yards. But if I'm not mistaken, this past week he dropped another 100-yard game. Or he was doing his thing last game. He's also currently 6th among active receivers in receiving touchdowns and 9th in receiving yards per game. I believe for career receiving yards per game, he's actually 15th. So we live in a league now where it's more so, what have you done for me lately? So because of this, there have been a pocket of Bengals fans that have called AJ Green things such as washed, trash, quitter. For whatever reason, thought AJ Green was quitting on the team towards the end of his Bengals career when, he was getting hurt. that makes sense. Right. To even say such things about AJ Green is, to me, an indictment on his NFL career, specifically his career with the Cincinnati Bengals and what he brought to that franchise. Prior to his injury-plagued years, this man had 6 1,000-yard receiving seasons. And there was even one season where he was on the way to get another 1,000 yards. He was at 964 receiving yards after 10 games. Matter of fact, I think it was against the New York Giants. He was torching them, but then he got hurt and they pulled him out the game. I think he ended up being out for the rest of the season, so he couldn't get 1,000 yards for that season. And I know that really hurt him. At least I heard reports that really hurting him. As a fan, it had to hurt me too. I wanted to see him get that Randy Moss record. I think Mike Evans was the one that ended up breaking it, but AJ Green was well on his way to breaking Randy Moss's record. By the way, a washed receiver doesn't go 5 for 6 for 112 yards while he's playing with the Arizona Cardinals. A couple of games into his career with the Cardinals, and AJ actually seems like he's thriving playing next to DeAndre Hopkins. His yards per target currently are up to, I think, like around 10.1 right now. And like even before the season started, Cardinals camp was just raving about how good AJ Green was looking in camp, and you know how happy they were to have him there. I think some were talking about like they got a steal. Hey. The Cardinals offense, it looks kind of nasty right now, and AJ Green, he's playing a big part of it. We have a new segment. It's called Speaking from the Heart. This segment is not scripted or anything like that. It's just speaking from the heart. It's just a statement that I may or may not want to say about a player. So as far as AJ Green, I freaking love AJ Green. I know there are a lot of Bengals fans that love AJ Green, and they love the fact that he's thriving with the Arizona Cardinals. There's still a lot of Bengals fans that are rooting for you to do well in Arizona. There's still a lot of fans that's looking to see you ball out. Just wish you the best. Thank you for everything that you've done for the Cincinnati Bengals franchise. So thank you all for tuning in. This has been my review on AJ Green. Video's probably a little rusty, but I'm gonna get back into the swing of things. In 2 weeks, I will drop another Football Junkies video, and then 2 weeks later, I will drop another Unappreciated Legends video. I haven't actually came up with who I'm going to talk about yet. Gotta look at my list. But sadly, it'll be a month before this happens again. But 2 weeks, like I said, Football Junkies. I'm easing back into this, so yeah, that. I'm gonna do a video every week. Nah, son. Nah, it ain't going down. Anyways, yeah, I think that's it. The outro music's probably playing right now. But yeah, I'll see you in 2 weeks. Take it easy.